Hey Jennifer, how you doing? I want to talk a little bit about your presentation here. And I just want to say normally I really don't give video critique this late in the game. This was delivered pretty late, but it's really important at this juncture of the class because this is setting up, basically setting you up for, the remainder of your presentation here. So, a couple of things: trade show booth collateral, 3D giveaway designs, centered type on your cover. Center type and typography just doesn't work in anything other than, I don't know, wedding invitations, if that. The reason is because it creates symmetry and it does nothing to activate negative space. So try to use left aligned, right ragged type. And I also think that your leading right here is really, really super tight, okay? Okay, so go ahead and go over to the announcements area, and you'll see I put that video in there about creating and using the grid so that you can use that in your layout to assist you in attaining visual harmony in your layout. Let's go to the first page, summary of the project. This is a presentation for human rights, social justice awareness, mostly human rights. Okay, so you have this summary of project, and I think this nails it right here where you're deficient in this project. Jennifer, let me explain it like this. Okay, your summary of project, your first paragraph in your summary of project does not mention the word sustainability once. As a matter of fact, your whole summary doesn't mention sustainability. So you're missing half the project right off the get, okay? You're saying that trade show booth brochure include preamble. So you're describing the concept of the project, okay? But nowhere are you saying, and remember from the beginning in the project specs, this is just as much about sustainability as it is design, okay? So let's go to the next page and let's see. I think this is great. This was done really well. Good job. I have a couple of comments though. Again, now you start talking about my trade show display is made of recycled glass panels. The panels are etched with the preamble made from bamboo. So you've mentioned recycled, but still we're all the way through page 2 and you still haven't mentioned sustainability. Page 3. Page 4. I mean, I hate to say it, but I'm not seeing the word sustainable in this entire presentation. That's a big problem, Jennifer, because you're missing half the project. You know what I'm saying? And I think that once you nail that down, you're well on your way. So let's look at this. Okay, so you have your post-consumer recycled steel truss system, but you can't just say that. Remember, take a look at the materials chapters in the book. Some really good stuff in there you can use here. You can't just say in a presentation, this is post-consumer recycled steel truss. You have to describe, where it came from. Did you have to build it or did it come assembled? Okay. Why is it sustainable? Post-consumer recycled steel truss system doesn't mean anything. You have to give me facts and research, and you need to back that research up. Recycled glass panels, same thing. I mean, where did these recycled glass panels come from? And I want to tell you something. Those glass panels are going to be heavy. So I don't know, is glass the best way to go here? Bamboo cabinet. Again, you really got to go, look, see these lights right here? Label those. What are those made of? What are they going to be powered by? Same thing with the computer screen. What is going to power that? Do you have a generator so this is self-sustained? Or are you using electricity from the trade show booth? And if so, what kind of lights? Are they sustainable? And so on and so forth. Same thing here. Okay, it doesn't really matter, Jennifer, how green this is. It doesn't matter how. I'm not going to use the word sustainable because you haven't used the word sustainable in your presentation. So I want to say it doesn't matter how green or responsible this brochure is, it's going to get thrown away. You've been to trade shows. Look at the trade show floor on a Sunday after the trade show is starting to end. It's ridiculously littered with just crap from every booth on the trade show. It's to the point where it's like almost like an inside banter when you're, as a designer, asked to design something for a trade show because you know where it's going to end up. So that said, with a high degree of certainty that this is going to get tossed, you need to give your viewer a reason not to. Okay, now I'm going to use that example, this brilliant example that one of your classmates came up with of having their flyer, their brochure flyer, on one page has their information for their sustainable project. Then you turn it over and there's a map of the trade show floor. Okay? Take it a step further, down in the corner, there's a little coupon that says you turn this in at the booth on your way out the door and you get a voucher for $5 off parking. Okay, it's a win-win. Why? It's guaranteed to get recycled. It's guaranteed not to go in the landfill. This isn't. This is going to end up wherever it ends up. So even if it is sustainable and even if it is recyclable, in order to be recyclable, it has to end up with recyclables. This is going to end up in garbage in landfills. Okay, if you're not following that, please get with me because I would need to describe that further. And I think the same thing here. I mean, you're telling us we have a recycled water bottle, but you don't say anything at all about the materials or anything that you're using here. So that's what I'm looking for: materials, sustainability, and let's work sustainability into this project. At least half and half. So I mean, you ask half the people who are done with this project, half of them are done reading your presentation. Half of them are going to say, oh, it's about sustainability. Another half are going to say, oh, it's about human rights. Do you see what I'm saying? So each one is just as important as the other. Try not to censor your type anymore in your design career. It's not good. It's not a good way to present type. So, and if you take a look at that grid video, you'll see why. Okay, thanks very much.